What's up, everyone? It's Caddy with MoneyVest. We've got a big week coming up for the markets. We've got earnings, and more specifically, NVIDIA earnings coming out later this week here. And of course, we got a lot of FOMC members, Fed members talking this upcoming week as well. We're going to take a look at the markets. We're going to take a look at all the economic data that's also coming out, and to wrap up the technical analysis on the S&P, on the NASDAQ, and more specifically, what I'm personally doing in the current market environment, considering that our very own MoneyVest index is flashing signals that we need to be cautious. We need to be very, very alert in this market at the moment. So as always, if you enjoyed this video and find it helpful, make sure that you drop a like and of course subscribe to the channel if you're just joining us for the first time. And again, links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below if you're interested in joining us. Of course, getting access to all the members only private videos. We do have a 16% annual discount that's available until the end of this month, and you can access all 50 plus private members only videos, including the 30 stock shopping list with buy targets and the MoneyVest index. And of course, our Discord channels, including trade alerts and trade ideas, everything's going to be included. We've got a whole community of people from all over the world talking about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, macros, options, everything included, with the link down below. And also a lot of our individual courses are 50% off. The coupon code is going to be May50 if you want to take advantage of that as well. So again, link's going to be down below. We'd love to have you on board. So first things first, let's talk a little bit about the earnings. We've got lots of companies reporting. I just want to point out the most important company for next week and perhaps for the entire market. NVIDIA reports after the bell on Wednesday. So I've got a video coming out on NVIDIA. We'll be breaking down exactly what the expectations are. Revenue and earnings are expected to increase 200 to 300, 400% on a year-over-year basis. And we'll also be taking a look at the bear case, base case, and the bull case analysis on NVIDIA with the fair value and the price target as well. But on Monday, we've got companies like Li Auto reporting pre-market. And we also got Wix. And then after the bell, we've got Palo Alto Network. I've got a video coming out on that stock as well, and what to expect from a company earnings standpoint. And again, the future price targets and revenue and the technical analysis. Zoom is reporting after the bell as well. That's pretty much going to be it. Some of the companies that I'm particularly interested in. Then on Tuesday morning, we've got Zim Integrated, a company that we have talked about on the channel before. We got Macy's, we got Lowe's, we got AutoZone, we got XPeng also reporting their numbers. And then after the bell, we pretty much don't have anything that's particularly interesting for me. And then on Wednesday pre-market, we got Target, we got TJX, we got Analog Devices, we got Dycom, we got Petco reporting. And that's pretty much it. Then, of course, Wednesday after the bell, we got NVIDIA, the big, most important stock here. We got Snowflake, ELF, Synopsys, and that's pretty much going to be wrapping that up. And then Thursday, we got Ralph Lauren, we got TD Bank, we got BJ's, we got Medtronic, we got Polestar, we got Endava. Endava is probably one of the more sort of quality stocks here, next week. And we got Decker's Brand, we got Intuit, also a very, very strong software as a service company. We got Ross, we got Workday, and that's pretty much going to wrap up the week of earnings. The ones that I've highlighted here, the ones that I've underlined or squared, are the ones that are most important for me personally, the ones that I will be looking at closely for earnings moving forward. Now, this right here is going to be the economics calendar. Now, on Sunday, Jerome Powell is talking at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, so there is going to be a speech happening. So if you come over to the calendar from the Federal Reserve, so if you come over to the Federal Reserve website, you'll notice that there is going to be some conversation around in Washington, D.C. So if you come over to the calendar for the Federal Reserve and scroll down to May 19th, you'll notice that he is talking 3:30 p.m. Eastern, speech, Chairman Jerome Powell at the Georgetown University Law Center, Washington, D.C., via a pre-recorded video. So this is actually not going to be a live event, but most likely going to be a pre-recorded remarks commencement at Georgetown University Law Center. So I doubt this is going to be a market moving event because this is not anything related to, again, monetary policy or fiscal policy. I think it's more going to be towards commencement of a potential graduates. So, and again, I could be wrong, but this is a pre-recorded video. So we'll keep a close eye on what Jerome Powell is talking about during that time. It's going to be about 30 minutes usually before market close, but it's also on a Sunday when the markets are actually closed here. So that's going to be something to keep in mind on your radar. Remember, Bostic is talking on Monday morning. We got, Barr talking also on the very same day at around 9 a.m. Eastern. 8:45 is going to be member Bostic. Loretta Mester's talking at 2 p.m. Voller's talking about 9 a.m. And member Bostic is talking again at 7 p.m. So we got a lot of Fed members talking, including Fiscal Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen talking at 4 This is 4 a.m. 4 a.m. on Tuesday, March 21st. We got Fed Waller talking again, member Williams, member Bostic, Vice Chair Barr. We got member Bostic again, and Loretta Messer talking again. So there's going to be a lot of commentary from FOMC members. And this right here is going to be on Wednesday. We got existing home sales, crude oil inventories, and the very important 20-year bond auction taking place. And we've also got the FOMC minutes coming out on Wednesday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. Eastern. Then Thursday, we've got initial jobless claims. We got S&P Global Composite, PMI numbers, producer and manufacturing index here. We got new home sales and 10-year tips auctions. And again, few more members talking. And then Friday, to kind of wrap up the week here, May 24th, we've got, again, a few members talking, Fed Waller. And then, of course, we have the 5-year inflation expectations, 1-year inflation expectations, and the Michigan consumer sentiment expected at 67.4, which is going to be a little bit of a decline from 77 from the previous report, and some more, crude oil inventory numbers and the Atlanta Fed GDP numbers for the second quarter scheduled to release as well. Now, coming over to the markets, as we've already discussed, I think the S&P 500, NASDAQ trading pretty much at all-time highs here. So you just got to be super careful considering that volatility is at an extremely low level. I mean, the VIX has not been this low since before the pandemic. I mean, we were, of course, at these levels in and around these 11.8 levels back in December of 23. But if you go back to before December of 23, the last time we saw the VIX this low was during the pandemic. It was right before the pandemic when the volatility spiked to over 80, right? So this right here was a spike in the VIX of over 500, over 600%, trading up to over 84. And that, of course, resulted in the S&P 500, the NASDAQ absolutely getting crushed and selling off over 25 to 35%. And right now, volatility is once again at those low levels. So if you come over to this analysis, if you come over to VIX summary, as I've already pointed out, 11.99 is a really low read. And that puts us at under 10 percentile on the VIX, which is extremely rare occurrence in the market. So not saying that this is a time to start selling stock and start going short and get out of the market and liquidate everything and run for the exits because the volatility is low. No, it's just time for us to be cautious. What I would be personally doing is potentially hedging with selling calls and also not being aggressively buying into this market because the risk reward is not that great. And another really good metric to look at, of course, is the MoneyVest index at 3.98. So we're pretty much back to where we were back in March of 2024. So March 28th, in and around those levels before, of course, sliding lower. And the last real buy signal that we really got was back on April 20th, something that I mentioned in my previous videos. April 20th was the last really important big buy signal that we got from the markets. And again, right now we're at 3.98, so almost at 4. So the moment we, of course, come down to low 2s or low 3s again is when I will start triggering off some of those buy signals again. We'll start buying. It'll be a very, very good time, in my opinion, to start dollar cost averaging back into the market. And I'll let everybody know in our Discord that, hey, the MoneyVest index is flashing a very good sign that risk reward is very attractive. We can start buying into this market and be a little bit more aggressive for not only individual stocks, but also for the broader markets as well. So that's where we are. All-time highs going into next week. Lots of members talking. We've got, Michigan consumer sentiment, consumer inflation expectations, GDP numbers, and of course, a lot of earnings. More importantly, NVIDIA earnings. I've got a video coming out later today on NVIDIA. So that's where we are. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Be ready. Volatility is at an extremely rare and low level here, under 10 percentile at just under 12. Levels that we haven't seen in a very long time. So again, hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also do check out our Discord and our Patreon. 16% annual discount available until the end of this month. And also all individual courses, currently 50% off. Coupon code is going to be May50 if you want to take advantage of that as well. So as always, happy investing, and I'll see you all in the next video.